Renee Good, and Alex Pretti. And let's also not forget the nearly 40 people who have died inside ICE detentions since this administration took office. This is not an accident, everyone. This is a system built on cruelty. It is a test of how much violence they think they can unleash, a test on whether we will accept fear as the new normal, a test whether we will protect each other or abandon each other. And Minnesota, you have answered. You have answered in the cold, you have answered in the streets, and you've answered by showing up again and again and again. They thought we would break. We didn't. They thought we would turn on each other. We didn't. They thought we would be quiet, and damn it, we're louder than ever before. You've shown up for your neighbors. You've shown up for thousands. You've shown up in below zero. You've shown up when it was uncomfortable. And you've shown up when it would have been easier to stay home. You have chosen love over hate. You have chosen courage over fear. You have chosen community over cruelty. And you said, with your bodies and your voices, here we protect each other. Here we defend each other. And on this Valentine's Day, let the country hear us clearly. Our love is not a passive one. Our love is not conditional. Our love is rooted in action. It is organizing. It is resisting. It is standing up in the cold so no child will be alone. It is putting our bodies between harm and our neighbors. It is refusing to let terror define our future. I am damn proud to be a Minnesotan. Because while this regime wants to pick us apart, citizens from immigrants, documented and undocumented, workers from worker, we are building the largest resistance that this country has seen, led by civilians. We are reminding the nation what it looks like to be in solidarity with each other. So let me say this clearly. And to Donald Trump and this administration, and to anyone who thinks terror makes them stronger, you're wrong. Minneapolis, the country's watching. The world is watching. And what they're seeing in this moment is that the resistance did start here. Yes, we're grieving. Yes, we've lost neighbors. And we carry the weight of the nearly 40 people that have died inside detention centers. The exhaustion is real, but so is our damn courage. We're leading by example. We're showing people everywhere how to show up for one another. So today on Valentine's Day, y'all, and every day, let's say this with our entire chest. When immigrants are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When immigrants are under attack.
I was holding a few different signs that says, what does it say? We love our immigrants. Okay, so why are we here? Because
We love our immigrant neighbors.
Exactly. So thank you all for being here. My name is Carolina, Associate Director at Copal, Communities Organizing Latino Power in Action. And we've been organizing and we've been bringing together our collective power because we know that it's up to us to protect each other, to be here, to be present, and to also find joy in this fight. It's important to be together.
Archiving the flowers that have come before.
We'll all be a little bit more crazy. So, appreciate everybody being here, and I also want to make sure that Francisco introduces himself.
Buenos dias, good morning. I'm Francisco Segovia, Executive Director of Copal. I want to speak a little bit about history here. And I will have someone to time me because I can go on and on and on. So I want to make sure that. So, what we saw the last 73 days in the streets of Minneapolis is not new. It's new to many people who haven't seen this yet. It's not new to Native Americans. It is not new to African Americans. It is not new to people from Latin America when the United States decided to support dictatorships. It is not new. It is a policy that has been implemented for many, many years. So it's key that we don't forget that what they have done to Minneapolis has done before in other places. What do we do moving forward? It's key. The book that the current administration is using is a book that has been implemented in Argentina, those who remember Argentina, Chile, Central America, and many of us that made of the United States home after the repressions that we had to endure back home. What I can tell you that is so interesting back in the history of Latin America, it was the disappearances of many people. Guatemala, for instance, about 50,000 people were disappeared. People don't know where they are. 250,000 died during the Civil War. Remember, Chiquita Banana was responsible for that. What is interesting here, what happened here in this particular place and with Renee and with many others, is that this private army that was created by the administration is so willing to kill in plain day with so many cameras pointed at them. So it's key to keep that in mind, that if they feel that they can do that to our beautiful friends, Alex and Renee, they are willing to do it to anyone, to pretty much anyone. So this is a moment, and I can tell you from a country that I left because of the Civil War. In a civil war, no one wins. We all suffer. We all suffer. And those many years that they are lost in those civil wars is so hard to recover. One of the important things about this moment also is to document what happened in our streets. Because we humans have the tendency to forget so quick and move on. Many of you have heard, oftentimes, those who forget history are going to be most likely doing to repeat it again. We can repeat this again if we don't remember. This is not over. This is not over. We keep talking about eyes out, which is a good thing, but it's not over. This is going to be over when we have an immigration reform that allows us to live as humans in this land. But you and many others understand that labor, the hands that produce the food that you eat, the hands that pick up these flowers, the hands that build this society are hands that are brown, black, indigenous, and white hands. Those are the hands that we need to protect. And those hands belong to people who are not just machines producing. Oftentimes, corporations want the product, but they don't want to see the people creating that product. And those people are humans. It is key also to remember that immigrants was the scapegoat to test you, me, and many of us. And the administration has said, can we manage the electoral file of Minnesota because we don't like how they vote. So this is not about immigrants, although it was a vehicle to test us. It is about our democracy. It is about how we want to live in a society that allows us to disagree without the need to kill someone. And you each one of us has to commit to support that. It is about defense.
I am the director of the American Civil Liberties Union. I'm honored to be here today, both as a representative of the ACLU, but also as a member of the Immigrant Defense Network with all of you. A year ago, on this day of love and friendship, we knew it was important for us to be here. We know we needed a space where we collectively could be together, a place where maybe individually we didn't all have the answers, but collectively we would struggle better together. See, thunder and lightning, it often precedes the storm. And 1 year ago, this network was formed in anticipation of that storm. Some might say that it was the signs of racist rhetoric from politicians, or that it was the results of an election that ushered the storm. But when I talk to our members, when I talk to individuals, when I talk to our community, we know it was something bigger that brought us together. We know that what brought us together was the fear of our community's nervous voices, hearts racing. We knew that it was that we saw hands raised saying, "Send me." Hands raised saying, "I will protect my community." Hands raised saying, "You will not be alone." Look around. That's what's here. We have witnessed